We're going to be serious here now, Palladium people. We're going to be serious. This dog, ruff, ruff, this dog.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
Everybody should get investigated. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. It shouldn't be geared towards one individual. It was illegal. There's been so much bad and so much corruption in our communities. And y'all know why. Because at the end of the day, only God can tell you what to do. Only God got the final say so. He are leading us in this fight against all these corrupt people. But I wanted to lay some facts to that fiction story, that little fake story that's out there. My people know what we do in our community. You've seen me come, cut trees down, do streets, sidewalks, alleys, things that ain't never been done in my city, ever. And I can put my stats up against anybody. But yet, they gotta paint me in this bad picture because they can't beat me. And when y'all see me, ask me. I'll tell y'all what's up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Minionwithapinion. I'm back with another video. You guys already know what it is. It is the moment that we've all been fucking waiting for. That's what it is. Because Lori Lightfoot has finally come through. And I'm here to tell you, I am pissed the fuck off. Okay, so just a disclaimer: if you're looking for a clean video, keep it moving. I'm not even explaining anything. I'm not explaining why I'm talking the way I'm talking. If you don't like it, just keep it moving. All right. Now, for you residents who are there still defending Tiffany after this report, there's only one or two things that you are after this. Okay, because these are the facts. So you're either dumb as fuck or you're corrupt as fuck. One of the two. You're complicit and corrupt and you with the shits, or you dumb as fuck and you should be receiving a check. Okay, those are the two options. I don't even give a fuck if you're a fucking YouTuber. Hell, if you're a YouTuber and you're still talking stupid ass shit to support the mayor, then again, you know, you should be able to determine which category you fall into, and you may fall into both. All right, so let's go into what we found out. Also, one more thing, I want to say I'm really happy that Deputy Clerk Harris got her job back. She never deserved to be terminated. She didn't deserve the treatment that Tiffany gave her in front of everyone. And I'm so happy that everyone looking at that, you know, saw right through it and saw how disgusting of a person Tiffany is. Let's move on though, because there's a lot of information to discuss, and I'm just going to really go over the presentation. I'm not going to go over the public comments and all the other speeches that were made. Let's get into the presentation. All right, so the first things that we need to point out is that Dolton does not have a finance department. Okay, so the John Kasparek company is you guys' finance department as of right now, which you guys should have your own dedicated finance department. I saw someone put into the comments, I don't know if it was on my video or some other video, but they put into the comments the trustees aren't qualified to be trustees because they don't have accountant licenses. They don't know anything about finances. And so what I am telling you guys, that trustees aren't responsible for having CPAs or for being CPAs and for being accountants and for having finance degrees. That's not their job. It's checks and balances. It's very simple. You come for approval and we give you the approval based on if it fits in our budget. You know, it doesn't take an accountant to see that. However, you guys do need a dedicated accountant, a dedicated CPA, and a dedicated finance department, or a treasurer or something. You guys need something in the realm of finance that can just completely handle only Dolton, the village of Dolton's finances, not have it go through all these different third parties. Anyways, moving right along, you guys have a general fund, and I want to be very clear about this general fund because this was the first thing that pissed me off. Because she said that she brought so much money to the village. She got all these grants and she did all this stuff for the village. Well, in 2022, you guys, April of 2022 to be exact, you had a positive balance in this fund of $5.61 million. As of May of 2024, you guys have a negative balance of $3.65 million. That's $8 million just depleted in 2 years. And what do you guys have to show for it?
All right, guys. So the next thing we're going to get into, the other thing that pissed me the fuck off, is the revenue and expenditures portion of the presentation. And the reason why this pissed me off is because bitch always talking about how she brought so much money. She bringing so much money back to the community. She done brought the most money back to the community, hands down. You can put her up against any mayor. She's killing their stats and all this other bullshit. And then she talks about how she used her business experience, her business background, her business degree to run Dolton and to run Thornton Township, and that's how she's able to run this shit. Well, you want to know what? She do a lot of talking, but here are the fucking numbers. Here are the stats. So let's look at this shit.
People don't talk about my educational background. I graduated from Baltimore University, Sigma Beta Delta, top sorority of my class, but no one talks about my educational background. They just look at how youthful I am and not understand that I really can lead. I am a business owner, I have a business background, so that's how I run. They're educated along the way. Now, if that includes branding, which I'm really good at. I went to Robert Morris, it's a business school, business college. They teach you marketing, they teach you branding. You have to let people know what it is, what you're trying to get them to understand. Thank you, Brandon, for always dressing me, keeping me there. I appreciate it. And my makeup team and my hair team that I paid for. But people gotta go say the opposite because people think whatever come out of my pocket, take it in your pocket. My funds. Not township funds, not Dolton funds, take it in your money. But they don't say that. They have to tell you tippy. But what's wrong with looking nice? If I look a certain type of way, y'all would say, man, why she look like that? Why she dressed like that? I can't win for losing, right? It's like you get put in the bed with you. I got you. And then that's the same thing for all the newscasters and everybody. Don't they got a whole team that keep them crammed up so they doing news? Gotta see them getting beat up? Because everybody gotta be camera ready. There's nothing wrong with that. If I am the lead, the head of Thornton Township, you want me to always be presentable. That's right. I am a woman in a man's seat. I am a lady in the board club.
Things first. When you look at and you compare it to year 22, fiscal year 2022, we can see that the revenue that was brought into the village was about 24 million. The expenditures, what they spent, was about 23 million. All right, so it's, they're not bringing in a lot more than what they're dishing out, but the scale hasn't tipped over yet to where you're irresponsible. You're being irresponsible. But when we're looking at 2023, 2024, the most irresponsible spending I've ever seen. Literally millions and millions of dollars more being spent than what's being brought in for year 2023 and year 2024. So in my eyes, tiff is tiffing, but the math ain't mathing. And I said math with an F. Math ain't mathing. Right? So yeah, that really pissed me off because a lot of these residents allow her to say whatever the fuck she wants to say. They stand 10 toes behind her. You even have some of these dumbass YouTubers on here who actually live in the village who still talk in support of this dumb bitch. It's partially because I think that that's also a dumb bitch that's got the channel, but that's only my opinion. Okay, look, I don't live there. Let's talk about the increases to the budget and to why there's more money. The biggest increases, okay, are going to be in administration, which increased by $3 million in operating costs since 2022 to 2024. Those costs have increased by $3 million. And then the police department, whose expenses have increased by $1.5 million since 2022. You also have the public works department, whose department expenses have increased by about $1 million. You also have the debt service, which is the leases that you guys are paying for. They went from $150K in 2022 to now $1.6 million in 2024. Okay? That's those leases, those Tahoes and shit. Now, there are a couple of departments that have decreased, and this also pissed me off. Okay, because you have the village clerks department, who's decreased in cost. The fire department decreased costs. Permits and licensing decreased costs. And then the sanitation department. Those departments have decreased in their expenditure. So that means that the budget is going down for those departments, and they're going up for police, administration, and of course these leases and public works. That is a corrupt government. Hands down, there's no way around it. That is how you know that your government is corrupt. Period. You're giving over $1 million to the police, but the first responders get less money? Okay. All right. So, and then permits and licensing. You know, guys, she's been trying to make sure she can fail everybody who wants to renew their license. So she doesn't renew any licenses. She doesn't approve or give out any permits for people who are trying to come in, or who need them for grants and things like that. Like, no. She decreased the expenditures for that department. Because why y'all need it? She not giving or not? All right. And then altogether, just roughly altogether, the total amount of expenditures have increased by about $3 million. All right. Then you guys have liability insurance. So if something happens to somebody, you guys have, another entity that pays it out if it's their fault. Right. So they have liability insurance that has almost doubled. Well, it has doubled. Then you guys have the telephone expenses, which cost $200,000 more than it did 2 years ago. $200,000 more. That's retarded. And then you guys are clear on the subject of the police. Terry Young, the one who had racked up all of 303 hours of overtime. Guess what? Miss Thing has racked up $223,000 in overtime altogether in the last 2 years. William Reed, she has racked up $190,000 in overtime in the last 2 years. And then Miss Lewis Lacey, Miss Thing has racked up over $215,000. BBL Lacey has racked up $215,000 in the last 2 years of overtime. Okay. All right. So again, that just shows how corrupt this administration is. And it also shows why, of course, the police will be doing her bidding, the mayor's bidding, and like that goon, her personal goon squad. All right. So, and then also just the last part when it comes to this revenue and expenditures section, and the part that was really concerning to me is the fact that there were 589 checks that have been approved to pay these vendors. And this bitch got them sitting on the damn desk. $6 million worth of bill payments on the desk, while she still is having all these events, racking up all these bills, adding to y'all deficit, to y'all debt. Oh Lord, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but yeah, that's crazy, crazy. And then when you start looking at the balances on these accounts, like I said, the main bank account that you guys use to pay bills, the main account that y'all use to pay bills, had a surplus, had a positive balance of $1.5 million in 2022, and is now in the negative by $777,000. The Illinois Fund account has went from 2 million positive balance to 2 million deficit. The general fund went from positive to negative 5.68 million. Now the last thing, guys, so we can go ahead and close this video out, because like I said, if this doesn't show the corruption, the stupidity, the irresponsible nature of this administration, I don't know what can. And I don't think that anybody should try to convince anyone else. If they can't see it after this, we done convincing you. We'll keep reporting the news, but you a lost cause. All right. Now, the credit cards were issued to, they had like 4 American Expresses, and they were issued to Louis Lacey, of course, to Robert Collins, and to Dennis Mobley, which Jason House came to Mobley's defense, so whatever. And then Keith Freeman received statements for one of the cards. But one of the things that they said, like this Kasperic company said, that they don't be receiving no receipts for them damn credit card payments. Then people be swiping and not without a care in the world. Let me tell you. Okay. And it's all pretty much evident when you see over $40,000 at Amazon being spent in like one day. 40,000. You got Target, you got Best Buy, Wayfair, Walgreens, and they all look suspicious. They look like these people is purchasing gift cards and probably little things like the stuff to give away to on these events and stuff like that. That's what they doing. That's what these niggas know how to do. Okay. They don't know how to do anything like proper and professional corporate. No. These motherfuckers is swiping like it's their own money, and I guarantee you they are doing it like it's their own money, because they don't give a fuck about their own money. They probably, even after all the hundreds and thousands of dollars that they got, they probably still don't pay all their bills on time at their own house. You know what I'm saying? They probably still be running up bills and then letting that shit go. Because I feel like in their mind, they have like a drug dealer or a street person's mentality where cash is king. So they'll run up all the credit. They'll run all that shit into the ground. As long as they got a little cash on hand, you know what I'm saying? Cash under the bed mattress or whatever the case may be, they gonna run all that shit. They don't give a damn about that. Credit? Who gives a fuck? We got cash. Fuck you mean? All right, so this is the report for Lori Lightfoot. It was a crazy report. And I I know that they're making those moves to try to get back on track. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. This bitch has really ran y'all through the mud, has raped y'all finances. She has completely devastated y'all financial standing. And I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of work to come back from it. And I agree with that woman that went up there and said, y'all should have known. Y'all should have known before this bitch got in office. I know you don't want to hear it. You're going to get upset if you live in Dolton and you voted for this stupid ass, illiterate, dumb bitch, Tiffany Henyard. This mud wilding hen, this hood rat, hood booger, hood hoe, project bitch, Tiffany Henyard. The writings were on the wall. You can see it. Stevie Wonder could see that shit. That this bitch wasn't right for the damn. Y'all gotta do better. She was never the representation for single black women. She should have never been even considered as representation for black women, for black moms, for single women, for black people. She is none of the above. She doesn't even represent her own family in a good light. And her mama, whoever her mama is, Joan Henyard, whatever her name is. Let me say this, because you are complicit as well. You got all the benefits from this dumb bitch corrupting your own community, scamming your own community. And you knew it. You knew it. You can't tell me different. And if you didn't know it at first, you knew it when all the headlines started coming out and you still haven't checked this dumbass hoe. And I'm inclined to believe that the apple don't fall too far from the motherfucking tree. Take it how you want to. Now, with that being said, guys, that is all the fuck I have. I'm wore out. I'm tired. I'm pissed off. Still, after going through all of this stuff with Tiffany Henyard, after this presentation with Lori Lightfoot, it's gonna take a little while for me to cool down. I'm joking, but no, seriously. Like, I need for the residents to feel that type of anger as it relates to this presentation. And this bitch got me saying as it relates to more than I've ever said it in life. So, all right, guys, that's all I have. If you like the video, please do show me by pressing the like button. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, of course. And then I want to hear what you guys think. I got to hear your opinions, like good, bad, and different. I don't care. I just need to hear what you guys are feeling about this Lori Lightfoot report. Put it down in the comments. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to go take a nap.
Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button.
You know what the deal is, like I get it more, always good more. Yeah, kicking off with my bitch, bad bitch, you know she go.